Welcome into Minnesota Vikings Now. I am Tom Downey here with a look at some of the winners from the Vikings' big-time win over the Seattle Seahawks in Week 3. Plenty of names I could have gone with, but I focused on the top ones because, we didn't want to make a 45-minute video. First up is the quarterback, Kirk Cousins, who admittedly, against a not very good Seahawks pass defense, he lit them up. 30 of 38 for 323, 3 scores, 0 interceptions. Yes, we all like that, Kirk Cousins. Now, I think it'll get a bit tougher down the stretch, but I do want to make this point clear. Even though Kirk Cousins can be divisive, and although he's not been perfect this year, the Vikings are a Dalvin Cook fumble and a missed short kick by Greg Joseph from being 3-0, and for Kirk Cousins to be in the middle of the MVP race. I'm just saying. Now, I mentioned the Seahawks have bad corners, and, Justin Jefferson took advantage of that. 9 catches, 118 yards, and 1 touchdown in this one. A very impressive showing out of Justin Jefferson. I will also honorable mention Tyler Conklin had one of his best games ever, 7 catches for 70 yards as well. Next up is Alexander Mattison. And again, I know this is a bit similar to the instant recap we had, but I want to emphasize how good these players were. Mattison, with no Dalvin Cook, stepped up. 26 carries, 6 receptions. That's 112 yards on the ground, 59 through the air. That is impressive if you're Alexander Mattison against the Seahawks run defense that, they allowed a lot of yards to Derrick Henry. That's Derrick Henry. That's a lot of volume for a backup RB to come in and feast that much. I was impressed by Mattison, less so by Amir Abdullah. One more winner, Danielle Hunter. And I know you think, he only had 3 tackles and 1 quarterback hit. I always encourage people to look beyond the raw tackle numbers because Hunter had 7 pressures. I think it was 35 pass rush snaps. That's a 20% rate. That figure is obscene as it relates to NFL pass rushers. So I think Hunter is in the midst of what could end up being, if the hype gets around him, a potential Defensive Player of the Year-esque season. So who was the biggest Vikings winner from Week 3? Get your votes in. I'm going Kirk Cousins, but that's the quarterback. So if that's too obvious for you, let me know what you're thinking in the comments section. If you guys want more Vikings news and rumors and recaps and previews and updates both in season and in the off season, hit that big red button and subscribe today. That way you don't miss out on anything here on Minnesota Vikings Now. Tom Downey from Chat Sports here. Let's look at some of the Week 3 losers for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, yes, Minnesota won. That's a big deal. I do think there were some losers coming out of this game. First up, the only real offensive one I could find, Amir Abdullah didn't play enough for me. Rashad Hill, 1 hit, 1 hurry, 1 pressure allowed. That's 3 in total. That was the most of any Vikings offensive lineman. I do want to make this clear. He wasn't even that bad. This was I think in reality, your swing tackle, because we want Christian Darrisaw back out there, I'm sure, at some point. But not a disaster, but I think the worst of the offensive linemen and offensive players. Defensively, I got some thoughts here. Bashaud Breeland, brought over from the Chiefs, 6 tackles, cool, whatever. The trend has been the same through 3 games, and I think it's safe to say Breeland's bad. There's no way around it. Bashaud Breeland has put up the numbers worse than any cornerback in the NFL. Was targeted 9 times against Seattle, allowed 9 catches for 102 yards and 1 touchdown. Seattle might have won the game if they just threw it at Breeland every single play. They did not. Now, again, that's only targets, not every single rep. I get that. That's bad production. And it makes me just continue to wonder aloud, how is Cameron Dantzler not out there for Minnesota? He was active this week, didn't play defensively. I don't get it. We're watching Bashaud Breeland get worked every single game, almost every single rep. He's lying like 85% completion, obscenely high figures, and Dantzler can't get out there. Now, I think there's something up between maybe Dantzler and Zimmer and or the coaching staff, and Dantzler took to Twitter, allegedly, about his lack of playing time. He tweeted this out after the game ended. I'm tired of biting my tongue about this whole situation for real, ... Then deleted that tweet, sent out this one Damn, everything I tweet not about football. I have a normal life also, but great team win, plausible deniability. And then Dantzler deleted that tweet as well. It's weird that Dantzler's not out there. Hell, Seattle would probably be starting him at corner if they wanted to trade for him. The Niners called about a trade. Why isn't Dantzler out there? I know the Vikings won. That's good. I get that. That's important. I am confused, though, as to how Cam Dantzler can't get out there on the football field. He should be playing. I'm done seeing Bashaud Breeland. He doesn't work on this team. Find a new corner. I think Dantzler should be that guy. It's certainly not Chris Boyd, by the way. So who's the biggest Vikings loser from Week 3? Get your votes in for me right now in the comment section. I know it's negative. Maybe I was a bit too strong coming on there on Dantzler and Breeland, but let me know what you guys think in the comments right now.